Hey y'all, it's Sheila. It is Saturday afternoon around 4. This is a quick update on Jerry. She did not get to go live yesterday. She's not going to go live today, and maybe not tomorrow. She is not at home. No, she's not at home. I'm going to give you the condensed version, and later on, when Jerry's able, she can give you the full version. She got up yesterday morning. She got sick the night before, running a fever, that type of thing, feeling horrible. And then yesterday morning, she got up and not, yes, yesterday. I'm getting my days mixed up. I'm sorry. And her leg was that of an elephant, very red, very swollen, very tender. She talked to the nurse and asked the nurse to get their rehab nursing home doctor to look at it. And the nurse sort of whispered, "You need to be at the hospital." Then the therapist came in to try and manipulate some of the fluid out. And he's like, "You need to be at the hospital." And then the doctor came in and goes, "It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll watch it." She was going home today anyway. It's fine. She called her plastic surgeon's office, talked to the nurse, sent some pictures. Within 30 minutes to an hour, the plastic surgeon's nurse from Sloan Kettering had called her back and said, "We need you to come into the hospital." They were calling it urgent care, but it's really the emergency room at Sloan Kettering. "We need to get you over here. We're going to need to give you IV antibiotics. The doctor's probably going to have to open it up, drain it. There's a pocket of fluid there. We can tell it's rather large." And the nice nurse at the rehab center that had whispered, "You need to be at the hospital," was trying to go around the rehab doctor and not get him involved. So she was going to set Jerry up with a pass to leave the facility. And in the middle of all this, this gets confusing, y'all. I know. The plastic surgeon's nurse called the rehab center to make sure they were carrying through and spoke to a different rehab center nurse who in turn told the doctor and refused. Yeah. So what he decided to do was discharge her. They were wanting her there at a certain time. The doctor was in between surgeries. The plastic surgeon was in between surgeries at Sloan Kettering, and he was going to finish up and come down to the emergency department and take care of Jerry. And she was going to Uber over there, about an hour drive maybe. But then when the rehab doctor decided she had to be discharged, his office had to do all this paperwork and the discharge, which held her up between 4 and 5 hours of leaving. She talked to Linda. Linda was going to come and go with her in the Uber, and then Linda decided that she would drive her over there. So the two of them left about 5 hours late and drove into Manhattan on a Friday evening in the traffic, and Linda got lost. Eventually, she got there. Linda dropped her off and went back home, and they debrided the wound, made an incision, got a tremendous amount of fluid out, started an IV of clindamycin, which later in the night, about 1:30 this morning, she had an allergic reaction to. So they switched IV clindamycin to IV doxycycline. Later on in the morning hours, I got a text that she was feeling much better since they had switched it. And I have talked to her twice today. She is feeling better, doesn't know when she's going to get to go home. Does not have a fever. Her hemoglobin is a little low. They're checking on that. She has had a bath, and she is being cared for. I will, if something remarkable happens tomorrow, I'll come back on and give you an update. Otherwise, it will probably be Monday. Um, they don't know when she's going home. They don't know. So, rehab center, you really dropped the ball. You really dropped the ball on this one. It's just not right. Some of y'all have been trying to reach out to Jerry by phone today. Uh, her phones are dying. They will not stay charged. And when I talk to Jerry, a 10-minute conversation goes like this. Hold on a minute, the nurse is here. And they come in to give her medicine or check her IV, and then the aide comes in to check her temp and blood pressure, and then another aide comes in to give her a bath, and then another person comes in to talk to her about this, and it's really hard for her to have a conversation on the phone right now. She doesn't want anyone to think she's ignoring them. It's just very difficult for her to have a conversation on the phone right now. She's not slighting anyone intentionally. It's just about near impossible to have a normal conversation with her with all the hustle and bustle that's going on in her room. But it sounds like things are going much better than they did at rehab. And she has eaten, she is drinking lots of fluids, and that's about all I know. That's all I know about our girl Jerry. Boy, she's been through the ringer, but she's at a good place now. So I will pop back in when I can. Like I said, if something big happens and by some miracle they say, "Oh, Jerry, you're going home today," tomorrow I'll come on and let you know that. But more than likely it will be Monday. Y'all have a great weekend. Go out and have a great weekend. Please don't be offended because she's not able to answer your calls or your text or anything. And quite frankly, she's getting some much needed rest. She has been exhausted and sick. She got pretty sick before she got out to Sloan Kettering. I'll see y'all later. Bye now.